Bill, this doesn't come as a complete surprise because I think many of us had expected when you joined the organization last year that the eventuality was there that you would be a head coach. Was that explained to you when you did join the Shaps about a year ago?
Yes, Vern. Max told me at the time that he eventually would like for me to coach, and of course that's what I wanted to do.
Well, now that you have the responsibility and the opportunity, and you've got a club with a 5-14 record, would you expect any immediate changes?
Well, no, we can't make any changes at least before next Friday, because we play tonight, as you know, and we play Saturday night and Sunday night. And then we're off Monday till Friday, and then during that time I plan to make a few changes probably.
I really feel that in this Postal Service concept, that the new rate-making board and the new board of governors in this thing will decide whether this thing is to be a profit. I'm certainly it would never be a profit-making. I don't think this was ever designed to be profit-making, but I do think that they would consider something closer to a break-even. But what comes out of it while we in the field are still waiting.
Will the post office benefit from this new system, do you believe?
I certainly think that the post office will benefit from the new system. We are hopeful that when we have our own system and are not dependent on Congress or the whims of Congress to provide us with the wherewithal it takes to move the mail, I'm speaking now of manpower and the proper facilities, that when we are on our own and can decide what we need and sell bonds to obtain these things, we can do it more quickly and therefore be able to provide a better service much quicker than it could the other way.
Mr. Luther Clark, who has been an able and dedicated employee of the company for over 13 years, is retiring as president of Six Flags, Inc., and I will be assuming the position of President and Chief Executive Officer of that subsidiary. Recently, on the advice of legal counsel, the Board of Directors of the Great Southwest Corporation authorized the filing of an action against Messrs. Angus G. Wynne, Jr., William D. Ray, H.L. Caldwell, and William C. Baker, former executives of GSC. Now, this suit will test the validity of certain employment agreements with these individuals by seeking to recover from them an amount in excess of $3 million as excessive compensation, and to obtain a ruling that the company need not pay additional amounts in excess of $3,500,000 as further compensation.
Silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright. It's not quite Christmas yet, but the Christmas season is almost upon us. And here at the corner of Akard and Pacific is the Board of Directors of the Salvation Army. The Christmas season is a joyous season. It's also a very holy season, a very righteous season. The Christmas season is almost here. For Channel 8 News on the Move, this is Jess Brown.
Are you spending more and enjoying it less this year for Christmas? Well, that's the question we pose to a number of people in downtown Dallas today. This the first official Christmas shopping day.
A little bit more than I did last year. You mean, is that what you mean?
Yes.
A little bit more than I did last year.
Why?
Because I've got a little bit more than I did last year.
Do prices seem to be higher?
Yes, I think they are. I think they are overall.
Are you going to spend as much for presents?
I don't have very much to spend.
Mrs. Bailey, are you spending as much money this year as you did last year for presents?
No, I'm not,
Why?
because I don't have it to spend.
How are collections on the first day?
Well, they're good.
Would you say they're as good as in years past?
Yes, sir. I believe they are.
Do you think you'll be spending as much money for Christmas this year?
That we'll be spending as much. Well, we spend about the same every year. We have just one child, just our boy. Well, I hope not. I probably will, but I hope not.
Have you finished your Christmas shopping already?
No, I never start on it until about the last 24 hours.
No one admitted spending less, though a number of people did admit to being in somewhat of a financial pinch. But then, too, an awful lot of people were riding buses today. This is Jim Mitchell, Channel 8 News on the Move.
I think we'll have a good representative team. How good, I don't know until some of these new boys work into our lineup. Our biggest problem is replacing Larry Gatewood and Tommy Bowman. I'm hopeful we'll be a contender, but we just won't know until we get against the opposition.
Who do you think your starting five will be at this moment?
Honestly, I don't have a starting five. Three boys that started for us last year back, Tom Stanton at guard, William Chapman at center, and Tom Friedman on the forward will likely start. And the other two positions will be filled from two of several boys. We have Bobby Thompson, a transfer from Tyler Junior College, Roy Thomas, a transfer from Tyler Junior College, and we have a couple of boys that played for us in Waco last year. Jerry Hopkins was a junior college transfer guard that could start, and Keith Curley, who is a junior college transfer guard, who's been with us 1 year. Our other two starters will likely come out of these players.
What type of a game will the Bears run this year?
I think we'll play about like we have in the past, in that we will use some zone press defense. We will press down the court fairly often. We'll break on opportunity, and we'll run a pattern basketball game. We will definitely stress defense.
Planning for this Thanksgiving Day menu at Carswell Air Force Base in Fort Worth, where 1,500 people will be fed, began about 3 months ago with the master menu. Then 2 weeks ago, they started stocking all the supplies that they'd need. Cooking actually started yesterday morning at 11 o'clock. It continued through the night. The logistics for feeding 1,500 people are staggering. For example, there's 1,125 pounds of turkey, some 250 pounds of baked ham, 35 gallons of giblet gravy, 400 pounds of cornbread dressing, 600 pounds of mashed potatoes, 172 cans of cranberry sauce, and 200 dozen hot rolls to top it all off. In addition, assorted pies, fruits, nuts, ice cream, even shrimp cocktail. There's only one problem. When it's all over, somebody's got to clean it up.